Do your life goals, financially or otherwise, get you excited and motivated? In today's video, we'll talk about this and break down how you can assess whether you're on track and whether you're actually excited about your financial goals. Hi guys, I'm Katie Mild. Welcome to this week's Money Minute. So, the question we're going to tackle today is, do your financial goals excite you? Do your life goals, actually financially or otherwise, do they get you excited? Do they keep you inspired and motivated? Joe Vitale once said, a good goal, should scare you a little and excite you a lot. So depending on your financial goals, you may or may not feel this sense of excitement, of purpose. For example, if you're paying off substantial debt, you may recognize the need to get it paid off, but when you're in the middle of it, when you're in the slog of debt payoff, it may not feel exciting. It may just feel like a grind. You also may have trouble envisioning the tangible reality of what it's going to be like to be debt-free because you've been in debt for so long. So again, depending on the financial goals, you may or may not have the sense of excitement. But what about the bigger goals? What about where your wealth is building to and where you want your life to go? So in order to generate your own excitement and maintain motivation to keep going, whatever the goal looks like, you have to ultimately take responsibility and ownership of those goals. So you can ask the following questions to assess where you are now and if you're on track. So question 1, how did you land on your specific goals? Did you create them yourself, or were you told to pursue them, or maybe strongly encouraged to pursue them, even if you really didn't feel a necessary pull to them? What was the source of the original inspiration for the goal? Was it self-made? Did it come from within? Or was it dictated to you from the outside, from society? If you were told to pursue a goal, or if you felt influenced to pursue something, or pressured to pursue something, does it still make sense? Does it light you up at all? Is there any sense of purpose and excitement around it? Question 2. What is your buy-in or your skin in the game in achieving your goal? So for example, what is on the line? What is there to hold you accountable? Sometimes people set goals and they do it for family members, for a greater purpose, for a favorite charity, for example. There are so many different ways that we can feel accountable and feel like we are working towards a greater purpose. So do you have that with your goals? What's the end skin in the game? And then question 3, what is the end impact that you hope your hard-earned wealth, when you've achieved your financial goals years down the road, what's the impact at the end of the day? Who do you hope to impact? What will you impact? When and how? What does it look like? Do you have a clear vision for that impact or not? And if you don't have a clear vision, what can you do to start creating that clarity around it? So now, a few more tips as you craft your ultimate end financial goals. Your goals should be very clearly defined, crystal clear, and personal to you. They have to evoke a strong emotional connection, whether it's a positive emotion or maybe even a negative emotion. You don't want to feel a certain pain, so you're going to do something positive to counteract it. Whatever the motivation, whatever the source, there must be a strong emotional connection to spur you into action. Also, your goal makeups should include a variety of timelines. For example, you may have short-term goals, which are typically less than a year, midterm, 1 to 3 years, and then long-term goals, or even longer span retirement goals. If you have short-term goals, midterm goals, and then long-term and then subsequent retirement, you should have different funds for those, different accounts, and different strategies in place to achieve those. If you have a short-term, a really short-term or recurring goal, a perfect way to save up for that is using something called the sinking fund. This is a fantastic tool to leverage. It's essentially you save a little bit every month into a separate account in anticipation of a near-term expense. This can also be used to support short-term goals. So ultimately, make sure you have skin in the game. Make sure you're clear and purposeful on your financial goals. And make sure that your goals, again, scare you a little, but excite you a whole lot. Work hard to make your financial goals meaningful to you. There's no other way. And at the end of the day, the achievement of that goal ultimately falls on you, so you better be inspired and prepared to take action on it. That's it for me today. If you like the content I'm putting out, ring the bell below to subscribe and tell me in the comments, what are some of your financial goals? Do you have them broken down short, mid, and long term? Tell me in the comments below. I can't wait to read your comments. In the meantime, have a great weekend. Talk to you later.